It's been a little while since we were able to make a video. Since the last video, we thought we had pump problems with the water. Long story short, we didn't. But basically what had happened was, I think it's been, let me think, almost 4 years ago. Or it's right at 4 years, I think. The pump we put in for the camper was the one that we were using to supply all this barn, believe it or not. When I first put the pump in, I only put it like 3 feet under the water because I thought, it's plenty. And what was happening is the vein of water was quite a bit deeper. So ultimately what I ended up doing is just running a whole new line. I took the pump apart and it wasn't broke, but it was just full of mess, 4 years, I guess, of pumping water or sitting or whatever, kind of built up some mess. So anyway, took it apart, cleaned it, put it all back together. My previous history of working on pumps is not too bad, actually. Anyway, ran a new line, stretched it out, put it 5 feet deeper than it was. So ultimately it is now like 10 feet below the water. We have 13 feet of water. And in the process, I felt a shelf. I tied a weight to the end of a rope and was lowering it down in there trying to find the bottom of the well, and it felt like it was hitting something and it rolled off and it went even deeper. So we do not have, the bottom of the well is not 32 feet, it's 41 feet. So it was even deeper than that. And if I have to, I could lower the pump again, but I'm not going to, because ultimately we're going to put in a different pump that supplies the barn, and the pump that's in there will just supply the irrigation that's out through the entrance and exit area. I don't have to change some of the plumbing, but it's not a big deal. But for a short period of time, I was in panic mode. Today's Wednesday. I got it finished yesterday. But I probably had close to 10 hours of messing with that pump to figure out what I figured out. Thank God, we got water. That's all I can say about that. The idea of digging a well was just, it's one, it's not in our budget, and two, I don't know how in the world we'd come up with the money to do it. So again, sharing the struggle so that everybody who might do this, or who might be, just watching this for entertainment, I don't know who that would be, but it was a blessing, to say the least. Was it self-induced? Was I panicking for no reason? Eventually, yes, but at the time, I didn't know. So, update on the barn. The wiring's going in. You can see some of the lights up there, the can lights that we didn't ask for. We wanted puck lights, but I can make that work. The issue with the wiring has been resolved, I believe, allegedly. About a week from now, they should be finishing up the electric, and we'll get the Big 4 inspection, hopefully on a Friday. That's framing, the structure of the building, the wiring, the plumbing, and the HVAC. So HVAC can't really go any farther until the electric's done and we have power here. When those Big 4 are done and it passes, I don't think it'll pass. There's always something you got to fix. But once they get those things fixed and re-inspected, we'll go directly into spray foam, outside siding, getting drywall bids together now. Leave a comment below. We'll do the thing again where closest, Price is Right rules, closest without going over. How many sheets? 12-foot sheets, 4 foot by 12-foot sheets. How many sheets of drywall do you think it will take to drywall this place? The number was a little bit staggering to me, but I went behind, spent about 45 minutes. This guy did it in just a few minutes. It took me probably closer to an hour to go through all of it and get an accurate count. And I came up with 452. So that's not the actual number that they quoted me. So we're going off the number that they quoted, and we'll see who's closest. But anyway, once the drywall starts going, when they get done sanding the drywall, the air conditioning will be hooked up. So I don't want to pull all the drywall dust through the air conditioning system and start putting wear on my coils that I don't need. So there's going to be some masking involved, obviously. But once the spray foam drywall outside siding goes on, then the roof goes on, then I get to start painting. It's currently it is the last week of June, and I'm supposed to get it in August. Which, if that's the case, we're still a month ahead. So I might be getting it at the end of July. We'll see. I appreciate everybody watching, and share our videos. We have, I had a random person today say, "Hey, I watched your video." Here in Madison County. I was like, "What? How'd you find it?" It's like, "Oh, my mom owns, I don't know, some business, and they were looking to get there. She just got engaged, and they're looking to get married." And anyway, I'm not dropping no names because honestly I can't remember their name. But anyway, they were looking to get married. She was like, "Oh, what about that guy building that place in Comer? Him and his wife, they got videos." So she said, "I watched your video and it looks good." So anyway, we got a little road trip. Going to go up and see Ginger's mama. So I think we leave tomorrow. Early in the morning, should be there hopefully by this time tomorrow. And we got our friend's wedding to go to. Their oldest son's getting married. And then on the way back, we're picking up the sign. We're going to U-Haul it down here, and then we go into, the mode of getting all the stuff done we got to get done. That's our vacation. We're going to go see Ginger's mom, go to a wedding, and pick up a sign and hustle back and get ready to go to work and do it all over again. But right now we're living like nobody else, so that later on we can live like nobody else. Hopefully. The idea of owning and operating a wedding venue is very exciting to me. Sorry, my alarm went off right there. The idea of owning and operating a wedding venue is very exciting to me, and Ginger is what I was trying to say. And my alarm went off to say, "Hey, make sure you get yourself to SpringHaus and get some work done." So that's what I'm about to do. Get some stuff cleaned up. The SBDC guy, David Staub, he's meeting me here at 3, which he is at least 20 minutes late. But if he was on time, I'd probably call an ambulance. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.